We often see that non-state actors take over or fill in a gap that was left by state actors, as we have in liberal democracies. So you'd see they either have a responsibility in providing security, they can be a threat, but still also provide a social order. They might deliver services. There are gangs in Nairobi, for instance, that link up slum populations to electricity. Or they could provide services for justice, like customary authorities will often engage in dispute resolution, where there is a parallel state system of the local courts. So there is a responsibility for providing state services that we might in other situations see that the state is doing itself.
Could you tell us something about how these non-state actors interact with each other?
There can be a competition over power or over legitimacy. So the non-state actor might be providing a service or provide security in order to gain legitimacy over the state. So often in conflict situations you see a strong competition between state and non-state authorities. But sometimes they just might be filling the gaps that were left by the state. So for example, in northern Uganda, the customer authorities play a very important role in dispute resolution when it comes to land disputes and arguments, but there's also a parallel local level state court that can handle dispute resolution for land. Now, the local population prefers often to settle it via the customary leadership, but when they're not satisfied with the outcome, they may then refer to the local state. The local state actors will very often invite elders or customary leaders to attend a hearing because they need the advice of the elderly people who know the land demarcations. So there you see a fair amount of interaction and collaboration between the two systems, and people will choose which one suits them. However, the customary leaders in northern Uganda also lost a lot of legitimacy during the war for various reasons. And they lost the authority when it comes to being influential in the functioning of local government. They're not really in a position to function as a broker between communities and local government, and that has resulted in that the local population has less spokespeople to speak on their behalf, and that is affecting local governance to a certain extent.